Dealing with threats in SHTF. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. It's a difficult topic to talk about. In SHTF, depending on what and how it goes down, what it entails, what it involves, things could get really ugly. A lot of people will die. Preppers and non-preppers. It will come down to your ability to protect and defend what you have. You can have all the food in the world. You could have massive farm. You could have all the animals. You have a huge homestead. You could have all the things, bug out locations, water storage, water catchment systems, everything. But if you lack the plans, the things that you build, and the skills, the tools, and the gear that goes with them, and most of all, the training, how to properly defend those around you, how to defend an area, area defense, rural, urban. There's a big difference. Mindset goes along with that. Fitness will be key to anybody in that defensive fighting role. Things and people will be a lot different. There will be people out there starving. There will be people out there that are willing to do and do bad things to others because their family is starving, because their kids are starving. That's why we prepare, so that we're not in that situation. But we have to deal with those that are in that situation. If you're urban, if you're in a city, things are going to get really ugly. The more rural you are, the lower population density it is that you're in, the better off you'll be. But what to do about people behaving badly? What about helping others? Me, as a prepper, I prep for myself, my family, some people immediately around me, and my tribes. And I also prepare to help others. Handout bags. But the way you do that is limited items. And you make sure you let them know that you don't have much else. Another trick is wearing clothes that are oversized, so it appears that you're losing weight because you're not eating. Those are some tricks in the game. But what do you do if people show up on your property, at your doorstep? That's the worst right there. You don't want to defend from your doorstep. If you're in an apartment, that's what you got though, right? Maybe the door to the apartment, but still, that's not a good situation. Sometimes you will have to do the hard things. You will have to defend and protect those around you. So that mindset I talked about, you have to have the ability and the mindset to do that. If you're in that role, you have to be ready to take a life. Because if you're not, they'll take your life and those around you, and then they'll take all your stuff. And I'm not saying this out of fear. I'm saying this so you guys think about it. It will get ugly, very ugly, depending on the situation, how it goes down, the length of time it goes down. If it's a total collapse scenario, I don't know if you guys have ever read like prepper fiction, dystopian fiction, all those things where the group has the Army Special Forces sniper showing up with his wife who's an emergency room doctor, and all perfect scenarios, and they have a compound location that's already protected and all this stuff. That's not realistic. If you're in that situation, awesome, great. but most of us aren't. Some of us are better set up than others and have the training to back up protecting what they got, and the emplacements and the different things set up around their property that are defensive positions and or funnels and or delay features and or denial features. I'll tell you what, behind me, you can't see it right now, but you guys have seen other videos, all those blackberry bushes that are, tall and they go all the way down the hill. That's at least 15 feet of blackberries. Nobody's coming through that. That's a denial feature. But if you don't have things like that, so I know on my property where the funnels are. I know where they're going to have to come from. So have things in place that will help you defend those areas. And a vital part of this is tribe, like I talked about. Groups. You cannot properly set security by yourself at all. Zip, zero, nada. Even my family, me, my wife, my 5-year-old, and my 14-year-old. So my 14-year-old could set security, right? Well, no, because only one person at a time. Because the other people you have to sleep, you got to eat, you got to do all the other things. I got a garden, I got to take care of things. And a good security isn't 1-point security or 2-point security or 3-point. You need a minimum 4-point to properly have protection and proper fields of fire. What about scouting and patrolling? That's another part of it. But say those people do get to your doorstep. What do? Do you turn them away? What if it's a ploy? What if it's a woman and 2 children? And you're like, oh, a woman and 2 children, I'll give them some food. Meanwhile, there's 10 guys hidden in the woods ready to jump you. Or when you open the door, boom, you're gone. It's going to get ugly. I'm not saying that to be nasty, but things are going to get ugly. It will be the survival of people that are prepared and trained and willing to do the hard things. So this is something we need to think about. What, baby girl? All right, love you, girl. So you got to have a mindset that you're going to be willing to do the hard things. Hope you don't have to, but you might have to. Proper tools, proper maintenance of tools, proper seeds for tools, proper gear, have set up, and train regularly. You can train in your house, in your apartment. Practice clearing, going through. Practice manipulation drills. Practice reloads. Practice reaction to contact. Bring your gun up. Oops, I said the word. Yes, there's a lot you can practice. Dry fire. Movement, stance. How to pie corners properly. How to enter rooms. How to be observant. Observant is very important. Your ability to observe and to react quickly. Reaction time. That's OODA loop. I did a video about that. I'm not going to go into that right now, but look it up. OODA loop. Getting inside somebody else's is very important, because if they get inside yours, you may lose. Even if you get inside theirs, you may lose. The ability to react quickly, confidently, with extreme violence of action is important. What do you do if, say 20-person biker gang rolls up on your property and just starts shooting or starts fanning out? Do you have escape routes? Do you have ways out? Do you have underground passages? Do you have zip lines out of there? There's a lot of different options. Do you have a back door? Do you have side doors? Do you have windows you can go out? Does your family know what to do? Have you talked to them about it? Just like fire drills. Same thing. You can say it's a fire drill if you don't want to scare the kids. But it's important to have these plans in place. To war game. What options are there? What could happen? How it could happen? What you might have to deal with. What if they roll up in law enforcement vehicles, but they're not? Maybe they eliminated the law enforcement and they just dressed up like them. A lot of things to think about. What if it appears to be a military unit? What if it's a local militia that didn't prepare and became bad because they had to feed their families, because they were too concerned about the tactical aspect of things, not concerned enough about the prepper side of things, about the food storage and the supply train. That's very important. I'm not bad-mouthing militia. That's our Second Amendment right. It's our responsibility. It's our duty. But if you overemphasize one side without the supply side, then they'll just turn bad because they'll have to. That's not a good situation. That's why I always think that prepper groups and the militant groups should work together. And I'm talking about the good ones. I'm not talking about the bad ones. I'm not talking about the hate organizations. Hate, there's no room for hate. Whether it be religious hate, ethnic hate, political hate, nothing. Hate is just not a good thing. Love is a good thing. But we can't just love everybody. We can't just give everybody food, or we'll run out. And then we won't be able to feed our families, or we'll place ourselves in dangerous positions. That's why having scouts out, knowing that, oh hey, there's 10 guys in the woods over there. It's a big topic, a lot to think about. I just encourage you guys to think about it, war game it, think about how you would do what, and when, and how, according to your situation where you live. Anyway, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit that little thumbs up, share the videos, comment below, all the things. I really appreciate you guys being here. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.